What's up, IKAR? Hello, everyone. Chag Sameach. My name is Antonia Lassar. And as Rabbi Brous always says, Shalom, losers. The rabbis have been getting a lot of feedback recently that Saturday services can be a little overwhelming. So they asked me to just give this quick presentation about the gym, how it's laid out, where you should sit, and how you can get the attention of Mayim Bialik. Something that I am still working on. The first thing you'll notice is that all of the clergy is in a circle facing in all directions, as if to say, everyone matters. You'll also notice that only the clergy is mic'd, as if to say, but we matter more. Now, one of the most important things to know when you walk into IKAR is that you are walking into war. So the daveners, as you can see, have taken over this middle section. They mostly attack by performatively shuckling and pretending to know what page we're on. The schmoozers have colonized the perimeter. And what's amazing about them is they don't even realize they're at war. You're just too busy pitching your self-autobiographical pilot. I know, you guys. It's interesting. Actually, Rabbi Brous, I think when you started IKAR, you said that you really did want there to be a mechitza between the daveners and the schmoozers. Now, there is, of course, the demilitarized zone of shushers who, despite what they claim, are not part of the daveners, because if they were here to daven, they wouldn't spend the entire service shushing. Now, one of the most powerful groups in this ecosystem is, of course, the B Mitzvah family. Now, you'll recognize them because they are mostly Goyim and Jewish teenagers who wish they were Goyim. You'll recognize their matching kippot, and by the fact that they're apparently trying to murder the bat mitzvah kid. Another very powerful species is, of course, the Brous lights. Now, this group is so powerful, not because they're related to this popular rabbi or this very successful screenwriter, no. They're powerful because their matriarch bribes everyone with candy. Now, I'd be remiss not to mention the queer corner. A corner of the gym that is so aggressively queer that they're literally known as the queer corner in a room that is mostly queer. Now, a certain subset of the queer corner is, of course, the cool rabbinical students. Okay, how do you become a cool rabbinical student? Easy. You have a rainbow tallis, a black N95, and you talk the entire service. Now, let's move on to this section. Now, this section is just a normal section, okay? Anyone can sit there. Absolutely anyone. But if a VIP does happen to be in the building, we just ask that you put your peasant ass somewhere else. Now, over here is where we hold the weekly children's fight club. Yep. It's staffed by children dressed as depressed Times Square character impersonators. They're in princess dresses and they smell horrific. All of the proceeds go to the Limudim Staff Therapy Fund. Speaking of Limudim, we do get ambassadors from Limudim every so often as they stare in the overhead windows with an expression that could only be described as, "I love it here." Now, of course, this is the sound booth, a magical section of the gym where apparently it's possible to be totally Shomer Shabbat and scroll on your phone. I think it's so beautiful to celebrate Shabbos by touching as much electricity as possible. Speaking of AV, this is, of course, the camera feed for the live stream, otherwise known as the Eye of Sauron. Sorry, I mean the Eye of Sharon. Now, if you are in the camera's view, we do just ask that you please do pick your nose or scratch your genitals. Okay, this area on the high holidays, we reserve exclusively for people with fungal infections. Now, of course, over here we have the davening team. These are the people who wish they were on the davening team. And this is the one person who doesn't realize he's on the davening team. Of course, it's not Hillel's fault because a lot of people don't realize that from his perspective, the gym actually looks totally different. This is the angle. Yeah. Really makes you think. Now, the rabbis are over here. They stand over here just so that during candy attacks, they can shelter behind their human shield, the rabbinic intern. Then some other local landmarks. This is, of course, the stage on a regular Saturday. This is where the cool parents go to show off their jumpsuits. But on the high holidays, it expands back and it becomes an interactive exhibit about class warfare. The front row has an amazing view, and every other row is steerage. The smell will never get out of your clothing. This is the tallest rack for all of the losers who don't have their own hand-painted batik tallis. These are the books for all of the nerds. Every single person here is a nerd. This is the ramp of shame for anyone who arrives during the sermon. Expanding outwards, this is the coffee table for people who don't want to listen to the Haftorah. And this is the bathroom for people who just visited the coffee table. These are the name tags, but we do just ask that you please never wear a name tag. Okay, the people have decided we hate name tags, it's not cool, and we just ask that you respect our culture. And finally, I would be remiss not to mention local warlord Melissa, the Daenerys Targaryen of IKAR, because she will literally set you on fire if you don't show up for your volunteer shift. You know, Melissa actually moves around during the entire service. You can't pin her down. But what a lot of people don't realize is that her walking pattern is the exact same every single week. And we've charted it here. Yeah. I don't know what it could mean, but it seems to work. Finally, I hope that you got from this presentation that IKAR is vibrant and diverse, and if you are actually diverse, we will make you lift the Torah on the high holidays. Thank you so much.